22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway on Sunday night primetime. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up second and
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Looking to throw is Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
This one swung out to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. It's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a first down.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kobe Parkinson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Ooh, what a move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run to the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
It's a gain of 11.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run. Monungai. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Swift. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here's the option.
Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And now over the middle, and it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's good for a Rams first down.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of 12.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Corum. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Stafford. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A 2nd fumble recovery in this 1st quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the 1st fumble recovery, they were eager to get a 2nd one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter.
And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Williams now throwing to start the drive. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Monangai. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Burden.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Rams' 48-yard line.
To the air, Williams. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run here with Monangai. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
A 56-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
In motion left, the tight end. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Bears nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have never come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing is Williams. He's got the connection to Moore.
Williams pass. Complete to number 2, DJ Moore. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Santos with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time a 9-play drive. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. Stafford.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. A 28-yard.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you do a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Rams.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second in a couple. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Throwing again is Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Rams 28.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw, Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To the air once more, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the out route. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The drive starts with a carry by Corum. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down and 8. From his own goal line, Stafford. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Adams the man in motion right. Stafford now to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In motion right goes Adams. Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. On the move past the 40. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Harrison Rivas on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Throwing is Williams. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever heard.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Barton, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Running is Monangai. Shedding through the defense. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is Homer. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 20-yard line.
One quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A pass complete to Odunze. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Williams going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Williams going to get it again on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Now a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, here's Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Got to go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And this offense on third down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Give him 30 yards there.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
2nd and 5. Swift going to try at the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Fair catch. Signaled for.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. It'll go down as a gain of 6.
And that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Play action. Now Williams.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Kyron Williams
taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Bears 13.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
And
that'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw, Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking to throw is Williams. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To the air once more, Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Right there, we can do it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Williams going to look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So it's the Rams here that take home the W. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, he had a tremendous night throwing the football. Wound up with 4 touchdown passes. He had in his mind earlier that he was going to go into attack mode. And he sure was successful.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.